Hello friends, welcome to week 2 of walking 20 minutes a day. Like I said on my previous video, walking 20 minutes was still challenging by the end of the week, and I decided that I want to enjoy the walks, I want to look forward to them, and so if they're always a challenge, then I'll be more likely to talk myself out of them and see them as something negative in my life rather than positive. So I decided to continue walking 20 minutes until it becomes more of a pleasure and I feel like I have extra energy in my tank at the end of them. And then at that point, I can extend my walk. I think it's going to be next week that I go up to 25 minutes because even this week, the first day out of the gate, I did 24 minutes. So I don't think it's going to take long to acclimate to the 20-minute walks. So come along with me as I put in the time this week, walking 20 minutes a day. Thank you so much for tuning in and encouraging me and keeping me accountable to this habit. On Monday, I took a different route through the neighborhood and was able to enjoy the different scenery, enjoy the different pacing of the walk. This day I was walking before I ate breakfast, which is supposedly better for my metabolism. I did seem to have more energy for the walk, but I was also very aware of being hungry. And I ended up getting 24 minutes on this day. I lost the clip of showing my watch at the end of my walk, so I had that little screenshot in there for you. On Tuesday, it continued to be cold in the 40s. I started out the walk with a thick sweater on, but when I walk, my upper back gets really hot. So I felt silly walking around with my sweater pulled down, exposing my shoulders. I suppose it doesn't really matter what I look like as long as it gets done. And on this day, I was able to do 22 minutes. Feel free to comment below where you're tuning in from. I am in Texas. Also, let me know what your goals are and how you're moving your body. On Wednesday, it warmed up some, and I was dealing with some neck and head pain, but I was able to complete the walk and get 22 minutes in. Wednesday started out as normal, but by 2 o'clock, I was in the ER with my husband and my mother-in-law, and we ended up spending the entire afternoon and evening there until they decided to admit her into the hospital, and I believe we got home around 3:30 in the morning. Turned out to be a very long day. On Thursday, in order to keep a sense of routine, I went ahead and went for my walk in the morning. I was able to get 22 minutes in, and it was a nice beginning of the day. Once I finished my morning things at home, I did go up and join my husband and my mother-in-law in the hospital with her. Good news is she has been released and she's at home. We have chosen to stay with her for a little bit and go to a couple different doctor's appointments and just make sure she's stable before we head back to our house, which isn't that far away. You tuning into these videos is such an encouragement to me to continue on my own exercise and health goals. I would love the comments of these videos to be a place where we can encourage each other, so feel free to comment below. So on Friday, we had spent the day at the hospital, and I hadn't had a chance to get my walk in, so we decided to use the treadmill at home. And I've decided I don't like walking in the evening because my body is already tired and I end up having a lot more pain. And also, treadmill walking to me is extremely boring. I find myself constantly watching the time, whereas when I'm on my walk, as long as I know the route takes a certain amount of time, I can zone out and just enjoy the surrounding. So I don't prefer treadmills, but they do have their time and place. So on Saturday, you can see the change of scenery. We're at my mother-in-law's house, and I got out in the afternoon and went for a walk. Her neighborhood is a little bit more steep than mine, so it looks like I had less distance on this day for the same amount of time. And Sunday was an interesting day. Ended up being extremely windy and cold, and I only ended up walking outside for a minute until I went in and borrowed her treadmill and finished it off I was able to find some YouTube videos to watch during the walk, which made it go by faster and made it more enjoyable. So in summary, on Monday I got 24 minutes, Tuesday 22, Wednesday 22, Thursday 22, Friday 20, Saturday 20, Sunday 20, for a total of 150 minutes. To say that this week was out of the ordinary would be an understatement. I'm glad that I had the walking habit as a constant through it all, and I was able to challenge myself to find ways to incorporate it every day, regardless of what had happened in our life that day. I think this is one of the values of having habits like these, is that they give us a sense of routine and a sense of accomplishment and a sense of progress. Thank you for tuning in and commenting below, and for all the support that you're giving me through this journey. Have a great day, and until next time, feel free to like and subscribe.